We are live. There we go. What's going on, everyone? Thank you all so very much for hanging out with us today. Anybody that's tuning in at this time, we really do appreciate it. Thank you for taking time out of your day. Spend a little with us. Anyone else watching this on the replay, really appreciate it. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. What's going on, Jake? How are you? Got a fresh cut? I see
I
that.
know. I had to cut off the
New
dreads.
year. New
All
year.
right. Feels good. I feel like a brand new person. I'm like, what?
Yeah. I like it. How's everything with you? How are you doing?
Good, especially after we got these trades. I can't wait to dig into them. Ooh.
We're gonna definitely dive into those. That's gonna be exciting.
How about you, man? How are you?
Wonderful. Busy. Yesterday, man, I was exhausted. Like, oh man, I did the I woke up early, got videos out, got a video out, and then did like a 3 hour stream because of the trade deadline.
Yeah.
And then after the stream, got a couple more videos done, 3 or 4 videos, and then we had to do the post game stream. So that was last few days, last like 48 hours, maybe 72 hours, because we also got because we got the D-Lo trade, which we'll dive into all that stuff.
Yeah.
It's been hectic. It's been crazy, but I love it. This is our Christmas, man. As sports YouTubers, right? This is our Christmas. So it was good. It was awesome, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. But let's dive right into it. We got a lot to cover today.
Yeah,
so
we do.
And yeah, so let's start with the trade front. So obviously we got Rui Hachimura a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
At this point, a little over a month now, I think it's been, maybe a little less. That was amazing in and of itself, right? That was huge. Sizable wing, play both forward spots, midi, absolutely butter. Great, just all around player, right? Gives us some size, something we really needed, right? On top of that, it was like, what are we gonna do? What's gonna happen, right? Kyrie pops up. Oh, let's go get Kyrie, right? There we go. Kyrie, we off to the races, all that stuff, right? That ends up not working out. Joe Tsai refuses to trade Kyrie to us. It hurt, right? Would have been nice to get Kyrie. Yeah. And then Rob Pelinka pulled off a heist. I mean, full on robbery. Like, let's go. Like, I mean, credit Rob Pelinka. Rob Pelinka did an amazing job. Not only did he get Rui Hachimura for Kendrick Nunn in 3 seconds, he got the seconds back in a deal for Thomas Bryant, and then gave up one of those seconds to go get Mo Bamba, which we'll dive into.
Yeah, which was a smart move.
Which is incredible. I've been preaching Mo Bamba for a while. But beyond that, we got some solid trades. To start, let's talk about the big trade, right? Russell Westbrook. A protected first, which is huge. Top 4 protected.
Yeah.
Which is good. So that means, for those that don't know, protected means, because I did have a lot of people ask me, like, what does it mean? Like, oh, what does it mean top 4 protected? Essentially, if in 2027 that pick is 1 through 4, Lakers get to keep it, and then that conveys to the Jazz as a 2nd round pick.
Yeah.
If it lands 5 through 30, then that conveys to the Utah Jazz. So 5 or worse, it goes to the Jazz. 4 or better, it goes to us, the Lakers.
Gotcha.
So
Okay.
That's good. In that deal, we traded Russell Westbrook, and we got back D'Angelo Russell, returned to the Lakers, which we'll dive into him. We got Jared Vanderbilt. Great. Super excited for that. We'll dive into him. And then Malik Beasley, who we'll also dive into. Ended up getting that for essentially Russell Westbrook and a protected first. Home run. Then we end up going and getting we ended up trading Thomas Bryant for Devon Reed, who, for those that don't know, 27 years old, 6'5", shooting guard.
Yeah.
Solid defender, 38% three-point shooter. He's kind of like an add-on. Kind of fell out of
we'll get into it, but this is the weirdest trade out of the entire bunch.
Yeah.
This was the weirdest one, for me.
Yeah, so I mean, we can get into that. Why not? We're already here. So Thomas Bryant, a couple things about that. One, Thomas Bryant requested the trade. He wanted out because since AD came back, his minutes weren't what he had hoped.
Yeah.
Or based on reports. I don't really buy that very much because he was traded to Denver,
Yeah.
which how many minutes is he going to get with the Joker playing, 40 minutes a game? Like how much more? Like I guess you could play them together. So maybe they do that, but
Yeah.
I don't know how much he's going to play. But regardless, okay, so we do that. We got back 3 second-round picks and Devon Reed. So we basically got all of the assets we traded for Rui Hachimura. So we essentially got Rui Hachimura straight up for Kendrick Nunn.
Exactly. Yeah.
So
not a loss at all. I mean, by any stretch of the imagination. I mean,
yeah. So Devon Reed was simply just salary filler. That's all that was. That was just to match salary. But Devon Reed is a guy that could be solid. I don't think he's going to play very much, if at all. Yeah. He's kind of going to be like the other guy. But in spot minutes, he could be solid. He actually had a decent role with Denver.
Yeah.
Until they got, then they got KCP, then they got all these guys that were his position. But he's a defensive-minded guy, shoots 38% from 3. Mm-hmm. So he's a solid piece. He's not going to jump out the page to you. Yeah. He's not a guy that's like, is going to be a starter on the Lakers or anything like that. He's a guy that he's solid. He could play, if he's given minutes, he could probably get you, 6 to 10 points a game, play some solid defense, got some good size, got some good length. But again, he's going to be the 3rd or 4th option off the bench. That was more salary filler. He's a guy we could waive if we need to for whatever reason. But Thomas Bryant, he's a guy that was great for us, right? When AD was out, he held us down. Dude was putting up insane stats, a running big, all of those things. But one, we weren't going to be able to keep him after this year. We just weren't. He's going to get more money.
No, agreed. Definitely.
So we basically traded a guy that we're going to lose in the offseason for 3 second-round picks. And then we took one of those second-round picks in Patrick Beverley, who we were trying to get rid of regardless, and got Mo Bamba, a 7-foot center with like a 7'5" or 7'6" wingspan.
Exactly.
And if you look up, and I recommend for everybody that's here, when you get a chance, look up Mo Bamba's true 36. So his per 36 stats, go look up his 36 stats. They are exactly, almost to the point of Miles Turner. Everybody wanted Miles Turner. Well, you just got a younger Miles Turner. Now, he is a project. He's a guy that's going to need to develop. But he is shooting 40% from 3. He is averaging 1.5 blocks per game. The guy can spread the floor. He can start next to AD, come off the bench. He's a true 7-footer. So it's not one of those like, he's 6'9", but he's rounded up, right? No, it's nothing like that. He's legit 7-footer, insane wingspan, and he's an Orlando center, which both Orlando centers we've won championships with. So just saying, history, right? We won with Shaq, and we won with Dwight. And just to clarify, because I made this this joke in one of my videos, and people were like, we didn't win when we traded for Dwight. Yes, we didn't win when we traded for Dwight, but we did win with Dwight Howard. And Dwight Howard was the key piece, right? So we got a good young, he's 24 years old, young center that we can mold and develop. So now what we got with all of these trades is we got LeBron, AD, very likely Rui Hachimura, or you can go Jared Vanderbilt.
Sure.
We'll go into rotations and stuff a little later. But beyond that, we also got for the future, because LeBron is sooner or later he's going to leave the Lakers. Anthony Davis, he may or may not leave the Lakers. But for the future, we got Jared Vanderbilt, Rui Hachimura, and Mo Bamba as our front court of the future. If developed properly, that is going to be a very good front court. Rui Hachimura is already butter from mid-range, 6'8", 7 foot, 7'2" wingspan, something crazy like that. Good size, good length, strong, physical, get to the hoop, knock it down. Jared Vanderbilt is already outside of AD, is already the best defender we have on the Lakers. Guy that can guard all 5 positions, 6'9", good length, good size, good athleticism, 23 years old. So he's young. He's going to be a piece for the future. If he can develop a shot, like a consistent shot, then he's going to be scary. Like, he could be scary. Like, he could be like legit, like 3-and-D style wing that can play the 4, play the 3. Good athleticism, good foot speed, all that stuff. Because that's the problem with Rui. I love Rui, but foot speed wise, he's not very quick. He's better at the 4 than he is the 5.
Yeah.
Right. He struggles a little bit staying in front of the quicker threes. Well, Vanderbilt, he's a guy that could do that. If we can develop him into having he doesn't even have to be elite from 3, just reasonable from 3. Then you got him. Mo Bamba, if you can evolve him and even like half of what Miles Turner is. Rui Hachimura, you got a guy that could evolve into like, poor man Melo. Then, you're off to the races. And then you still have Max Christie. You still have Austin Reeves. So at the worst case scenario, absolute worst case scenario, when LeBron and AD leave, we will be a very good defensive team because we'll have Mo Bamba, who's a shot blocking big.
Yeah.
We'll have Jared Vanderbilt, who can guard and switch on all 5 positions. And you have Max Christie, who before Jared Vanderbilt was probably our best defender outside of AD, of course. Yeah. So at very worst, we'll probably be one of the best defensive teams in the league in a couple of years, post LeBron, post AD.
Yeah.
But it's we do. They're very nice young pieces. But to be fair, we have to develop them, right? Mo Bamba is a bit of a project. He's a guy he's going to need some work. He's going to have to develop. He's not a guy. He's not going to come in and be prime Dwight Howard, right?
No.
Right. He's not going to come in and automatically be Miles Turner 2.0. Although his per 36 looks like it, in reality, that's not the same thing as him actually getting 36 minutes and performing up to that. Yeah. Jared Vanderbilt, again, got to develop. Great defensively, but you need him to be you need him to get a consistent shot. So these are guys that aren't so much for just this year. It's for the next several years.
No, I agree. And in the video I made, I said exactly that. I think this was more of a long-term play. And that's what I kind of wonder, like, when I looked at all these trades and I just looked at them like from like hindsight and perspective, and I took a step back, I'm like, yeah, they're playing the long picture here because they know that like they don't have that much time left with AD and LeBron, and they're just trying to get ready for that. So you really can't fault them. They didn't go and star chase. Like, I honestly like that we both preach, go depth. I think that they did good and not like just go and get the star, because at least now we're set up for the future. You know what I mean? Because what's going to happen is after LeBron goes or after AD goes in about 3 years, we're going to have a team with a bunch of role guys. And then maybe at the end you could add a leader star-ish. You know what I mean? You're going to need someone who kind of stands out from the pack, but a bunch of good role guys, right? So I think like Hachimura is going to be kind of, hopefully, what I would like to see is him be like the lead of like the new Lakers era once like LeBron and AD leave. But we'll see how that kind of plays out. We just have a lot of people who can kind of step up and take the reins per se. You know what I mean?
Well, the other thing is too that's nice is, one, do any of these guys take the next step post LeBron, right? And what I mean by that, like, does Rui go from like a 13 point per game guy to like a 25, 27 point per game guy? Like, does he evolve into a star, right? Max Christie, 19 years old.
Yeah.
Everybody says he looks just like a young Kobe, blah, blah, blah. Does he evolve into like half of what Kobe was?
Yeah.
And he's a 25 point per game guy, right? Like
Austin Reeves.
The beauty of this young talent is that what it does is, worst case, we got a bunch of young rotation guys
Mhm.
that we can build around. So Rui, nice. Vanderbilt, nice. Mo Bamba, nice. Austin Reeves, Max Christie, all nice, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's say Mo Bamba develops into like a 15-10 guy.
Yeah.
Perfect. We got our center. We don't need a center. Let's say Rui evolves into like, a 15. Let's just say he is what he is. He's a 13.
I was gonna say because right now he's around 13.
Yeah,
13
let's say
right
he's
now.
a 13 to 15 point
Yeah.
guy, operate in the mid range, rebound, decent defender. Okay, perfect, right? Let's say
And he can play the 4. I mean, we don't have to get lineups right now, but he'll play like the 4-ish.
yeah,
Probably.
whatever, right?
Yeah.
Let's say Jared Vanderbilt. Let's say he's just a defensive guy. Say he just, the offensive game never really comes around. Okay, so we got a elite defender
Yeah.
that could guard all 5 positions. Maybe that's the bench guy. Okay, Rui plays the 4. You got Mo Bamba. Let's say Max Christie evolves, and let's say he becomes like a 10 and 5 guy, right? And he's just let's say he's just a really good defender, only get you like 10 to 12 a game.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have a starting level defensive shooting guard. You have a legit starting level center, and you have a legit starting level power forward.
Yeah.
Now the Lakers could go, okay, great. And we have Jared Vanderbilt, who could be an elite defender off the bench, right? Perfect. Now we just need our 2 stars. Let's go get a star shooting guard, whatever. Let's say, I don't know, let's say Bradley Beal, right? Yeah. Whatever. I'm just throwing names out there. Let's say Bradley Beal. Yeah. And then, okay, let's say, whatever. Let's say, I don't know, Paul George or whatever wants to come. Okay, cool. Boom. Now we got our 2 stars. We got our 3 rotation guys. We got our 6 man. Now we just need to get a couple pieces. Like, we could be legit contenders for the next several seasons, even after LeBron and AD, because we got young core that we could build around. Now, the other side is, what if Max Christie becomes, what if Max Christie becomes a 25 and 5? Let's say, what if he's a 25, 5 and 5 guy? Becomes a legit starting shooting guard, just elite, great. 2-way player.
Yeah.
There you go. Now you got your all-star level shooting guard. Let's say Mo Bamba becomes a 20-10 guy. Boom. Now you got your Miles Turner type player. Center, right? Let's say Rui becomes a 20 and 6 guy. Right? Now you got your third guy, and now you have your first, second, third option. So now it's just role guys. Now let's say Jared Vanderbilt becomes an elite 3 and D. Let's say he develops like even just 35% from 3 on like consistent volume. Yeah. Right. So, okay, now you got your consistent volume guy. Right. So now you got your 3, you got your 4, you got your 5, and you got your shooting guard. Now all we need is a point guard to put it all together, and we're winning some championships. Right. Like, that's where we lie right now. Like, it's low risk, high reward. Best case, 2 or 3 of these guys turn into stars. Worst case, none of them do, and they're just rotational, solid young guys that we could have for the next several seasons, and we just go look for the next star or 2 to replace them, right? Or maybe D'Lo, once LeBron and AD leaves, D'Lo was an all-star the only time he was the guy. The one time D'Angelo Russell became the guy, he made the all-star, and he led a at the time, not so great Brooklyn Nets team to the playoffs. Although the East in general wasn't so great at that time, but still, so maybe D'Lo is only 26. Like, it's not like he's 30. So, like, we have a nice young core that we have for now and the future. And at absolute worst case scenario, all of these guys, what they can be is they're all stackable trade chips. Yeah. All of them. Now we got reasonable, sizable. It's not $47 million guys. It's literally like sizable, reasonable contracts. Yeah. 10 to 20 million that we can now use to kind of go get other pieces. That's where I think that becomes important. But who is your favorite pickup out of everyone we've got? So, like, Vanderbilt, Beasley, which I didn't even mention Beasley. That's another guy, 3 and D style guy, more 3 than D, but still very solid, 26 years old. But yeah, you got Vanderbilt, Mo Bamba, you got Beasley, you got Russell, you got Reed, and you got Rui, which, real quick before you answer, is we basically upgraded every position. We upgraded the small forward, power forward, center. Although 80 is center, so I guess you can't say that's an upgrade. But backup center, I think I would rather have Mo Bamba than Bryant, as much as I love Bryant. And we got the both guard spots, everything. So, but anyway, back to you. Who's your who are your? Give me your top three. Who's number one, number two, number three, and you can go in any order: 1, 2, 3, or 3, 2, 1.
See, I'll tell you what. I know who's gonna be most impactful. I feel like Hachimura is gonna be most impactful. But my favorites out of if I had to go 1, 2, 3, I love D'Lo. I'm glad D'Lo's back.
Is he 1 or 3?
He's one. So yeah. So that'll be my favorite. No, I like D'Lo. I feel like I'm telling you, I feel like this is gonna gel well. We're not worried about the meshing. I mean, he's played with LeBron before. It's nothing gonna be crazy. And all of these guys, like every single guy you name. So I'll go my top three, then I'll kind of give my little spiel. So I got D'Lo, Hachimura, then I got Mo Bamba at third. So that would be my favorite. And all of those guys, you can literally put them into the lineup, interchangeable, and they can just fit there, and they're gonna do two things. They're gonna show up and play their role. That's exactly what they're gonna do. You know what I mean? So it's perfect for what we need right now. You know what I mean? It's just, I don't know how Rob did it, but Rob has somehow found a way to literally give us a fighting chance this year and still set us up for the future.
Hey, no, I want to hit on that.
Literally have to clap that up. Like he found a way to do both. You know how hard that is?
Think about this. What we got D'Angelo Russell, we got Jared Vanderbilt, we got Malik Beasley, Rui Hachimura, Mo Bamba, and Reed, right? 6 guys. What we gave up was Kendrick Nunn, Thomas Bryant, JTA, Patrick Beverly, Russell Westbrook, and Damian Jones, which, by the way, we moved off of Damian Jones's 2-year contract, right?
So I know, I was gonna say, because we would have had him next year, right?
Yeah. All that it cost us was 1 protected first and 1 second-round pick. Think about that. Because we traded 3 second-round picks to get Rui Hachimura. We got 3 back, and then we used 1 to go get Mo Bamba. Mm-hmm. So we gave up, when all is said and done, we gave up 6 guys, 2 of which weren't even playing for us and in the rotation.
Yeah.
And JTA and Damian Jones for 6 guys that are going to be pieces for now and the future, are all better fits, are all better players, and all it cost us was a protected first and 1 second-round pick. Think of how good that is.
That's crazy.
That is mind-blowing. No joke. That is...
No, it is.
That's a highway robbery.
Once that D'Lo trade came in, I was like, okay, where are you going with this? But then, everything came in. Then you saw Mo Bamba, and I was like, whoa, okay, I see what you did here. And I was like, how? Telling you, the man is he works in silence, and he is sneaky. Rob Pelinka is smart.
Oh, he killed it. He absolutely killed it. But personally, I think that...
Oh, yeah, what are your 3? Sorry, go ahead. But yeah, I want to hear your 3 too.
No. So, no, I mean, you're good. It's tough, but I think impact-wise... Okay, so here, let me do it like this. So I think impact-wise, I think D'Lo, Vanderbilt, and Rui are going to have the largest impacts.
Okay.
As far as, my top 3 guys, it might be the same, but I think D'Lo, Rui. I do think Beasley. Okay. I think Beasley is going to be more noticeable.
Okay.
Because Beasley's going to provide the shooting and a lot of the offense. I legit think that there are going
He's
to be
lengthy
games.
too. Like yeah.
Yeah, well, but also he's just so D'Lo and Beasley are both in like the top 10 or top 12 in 3-pointers made plus percentage for all players that have shot 350 or more. D'Lo is number 5 on that list. The ones that are ahead of him are who you think, like Steph, Clay,
Yeah.
like the usual suspects. D'Lo is number 5 on that list. Then Beasley is, I think he's like 11th or 12th, but he might have moved up to the top 10. But let's say he's 12th, right? Beasley is 12th. And again, percentage versus shot. So what that means is we have 2 guys now that shoot threes in high volume. D'Lo averages about 7 threes per game.
Yeah.
And Beasley averages about 8. I think it's 8 off the top of my head. So you got 2 guys that are averaging basically 7 to 8 threes per game, and they're shooting at 40+% and have the highest makes.
Yeah.
So that is huge. So I think to most people, they're going to see Beasley and they're going to go, man, Beasley is killing it. Because he's a guy. And keep in mind, Beasley's coming off the bench a lot. And he's likely going to continue to come off the bench for Lakers. So I think most people are going to see Beasley's impact and think, oh, man, we got to steal in Beasley, Russell, and Rui. Because also, they're going to provide most of the offense, right? So, and we live in a world, in a league where offense is kind of keen right now.
Now, are you referring to after post AD and LeBron, or
I'm talking about right now?
Oh, right now. Okay.
I'm talking about like tomorrow, tomorrow when they play. I think I think as we go forward, people are gonna be like Beasley, D'Lo, and Rui were absolute home run steals. Rob Pelinka is the king.
Yeah.
But I think by the time all is said and done, I think Vanderbilt, Rui, and D'Lo are going to have the biggest impacts because what Vanderbilt's going to do is you're gonna be able to close with Russell, probably Reeves, Vanderbilt, LeBron, and AD. And AD and Vanderbilt are going to be such a good defensive tandem that when you look at those 2 time together on the court, I really believe we're going to be a top 5 defense. I really do. Which
is crazy because our defense is already decent, but then I think
without AD, we're like 25th or 26th in defensive efficiency. With AD, we're like top 15.
Yeah.
Like that's how big of a gap AD makes us. We're getting a guy that can guard all 5 positions and is a great help defender. I'm telling you, like anybody that's watching this live stream and going like, that's like top 5, really, like go watch highlights of Jared Vanderbilt playing defense for both the Timberwolves and the Jazz. Come back to this video and tell me I'm wrong. That guy is everywhere. I mean, everywhere. There are numerous sequences. Numerous sequences where Jared Vanderbilt is like his guy's over here. Sorry, I'm trying to do it where you can see it. His guy's over here. Jared Vanderbilt is on his guy. His guy gets the ball.
Yeah.
Vanderbilt's there, right? Boom, on his guy. Guy swings the ball. Jared Vanderbilt, boom, he's over here to that guy. Kick it back. Boom, he's here. Ball goes across the court. Jared Vanderbilt runs across the court, stops the guy. Ball goes to the middle. Jared Vanderbilt recovers. Ball kicks back out. Jared Vanderbilt recovers. Ball gets kicked back to the original guy. Jared Vanderbilt recovers. Shot clock's winding down. The guy cross-court pass, gets ready to jack up. Jared Vanderbilt runs across the court and blocks the shot. And shot clock is, there's like several instances of that where he's guarding like literally all 5 guys on the court. The dude is remarkable. I'm telling you, he's remarkable. And with him and AD in the closing lineups, I think that's going to be huge. You get Austin Reeves as a guy that can that can be like a perimeter defender.
Yeah.
LeBron, we know, can lock up when he needs to. So I think starting lineup, which I'd love to hear your starting lineup. But I think we'll probably do Russ. I think we'll go Russ, Reeves, Rui, LeBron, and AD. I think that'll be the starting five.
Ooh.
I think our closing five will be the same. They'll just swap Rui with Vanderbilt.
Yeah.
And I think with that, you have three guys that can play legit defense. You got three guys that can shoot the three ball. And you got three guys that can basically play make and create their own shot. And LeBron, Russ, and Reeves, right? And then so you got the shooting, you got the defense, you got the playmaking, you got basically everything. I think that would be the best closing lineup. And you have AD and Vanderbilt, who basically can guard all five positions. And then you have Austin Reeves, who can guard basically 1 through 3.
Yeah.
And then you have LeBron, who can, if he needs to, guard all five positions. So you got so theoretically, you got three guys that can guard all five positions, and you got one guy that can guard 1 through 3. D'Lo is not very good defensively, but he's a guy that can get a bucket. He's a guy that can close down the stretch. He's a guy that can hit big shots, score at all three levels.
Yeah.
I think however you shake it, I think that is going to be. I think that's going to be. That will probably be our closing lineups. But what do you think our starting five is, and do you think it changes from the closing?
No, let me tell you, that's a good starting five. And if I was Darvin Ham, I would go with that exact starting five. However, though, because it's Darvin Ham, I could see him doing something like Schroeder, D'Lo, then playing Reeves and playing like LeBron and AD. I could see him doing something like that. I'm telling you, I guarantee I know it. I
could see lineups like that.
You know he's going to, because he loves to go small.
Look, I could see lineups like that. I agree with you. I could see lineups like that.
I could just.
But I hope that if he ever starts that seriously. And I've been a big defender of Darvin Ham. If Darvin Ham ever starts that lineup, unless there's like a bunch of injuries,
we've seen instances like that. I'm telling you, it's gonna happen.
Look, if there's a bunch of guys out that day and he has no choice, okay, fine. But if we have everybody we need to have, and he does that, fire him on the spot, because that's insane, dude. Look at
why do you need to play Schroeder with D'Lo though? Why? I don't know.
So. Luckily, Russell is good off the. I don't mind running Schroeder and D'Lo in sets, because Schroeder's like 6'3", and then D'Lo's like 6'4", 6'5". So that's better.
I'm just saying, well, why start them when it doesn't?
No, don't start them. But like
Schroeder needs to be your captain, because now we don't have Russ coming off the bench leading that second unit, which I think was the hugest gap in this trade. I don't really see any too big of a minuses for these trades, but that's a gap. Now we don't have our commander off the bench, if you will, and Schroeder's going to have to play that role.
I think Schroeder can be that guy. So I think one thing that's good is that I don't mind them playing Schroeder and D'Lo together at times, stretches. I actually think that could be really good, good, because you have D'Lo who can.
They're not the same player a little bit, just
no. D'Lo's the better shooter. So
no, he is, but I'm saying play style.
They similar, yes.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's a bad thing, right? Not to start, but let's say we're starting the second quarter and you have Schroeder, D'Lo, whatever, Rui, Mo Bamba, and whatever, LeBron or whatever. I actually think that could work. I think that makes sense. Or you could even go say Rui at the 4, Bamba at the 5, Reeves at the 3, Russ at the 2, and Schroeder at the 1. I actually think that lineup makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
But not to start or close.
No.
If you're doing that in small doses, I do think that can help, because D'Lo can play off the ball. He plays off the ball a lot already. So D'Lo would give a guy for Schroeder to drive and kick. Yeah.
Schroeder's help defense. Yeah.
Yeah, Schroeder can operate in the mid-range, all of that stuff. But, it gives you those two guys that go. again, I don't want heavy minutes of that.
Yeah.
But I do think, like,
He loves to go small. That's why I'm like, I could see him
7 minutes a game, sure.
Yeah.
But the way I look at it is I think you go D'Lo,
Okay.
either Reeves or Lonnie. Let's just call it Reeves. So let's go D'Lo, Reeves.
Yeah. Okay.
So D'Lo, Reeves, Rui, LeBron, AD. That's your starting five.
Okay.
Your bench five is Dennis Schroeder, Malik Beasley,
Walker,
right? Jared Vanderbilt,
mm-hmm.
Winning Gabriel, and Mo Bamba.
Whoa, no Walker in there. I mean, but this is after. I mean, yeah.
Yes. So look. So that's your rotation 10.
Yeah.
Now you're kind of fill-in guys that are playing in spots, because I think it's going to come down. I think it's going to come down to Lonnie and Austin Reeves. Which of the two ends up being better? I think Austin Reeves beats out Lonnie Walker. So
really,
I do. Austin Reeves is better at the overall game than
overall, I think Lonnie Walker's a better scorer, but
Lonnie Walker's more athletic.
Yeah.
And just, I mean, he's Skywalker. Austin Reeves is better at the game of basketball.
Agreed.
He's a better passer. He's a higher IQ player. He's the guy who has he's a better shooter. He's better at shooting off the dribble. Like, he's a better complement next to LeBron, AD, Rui,
I would agree.
D. So I think, but here's
and Walker, Walker's gonna be gone next year anyway. If he is,
very likely.
They're just going to phase him out of here, which
I think so. I think he's going to kind of be the odd man out. I do think he gets spots. I think he do. So, like I said, so you have your starting five. Your bench five is Dennis Schroeder, Beasley, Vanderbilt, Gabriel, and Mo Bamba. I think then so that's your like five immediate off the bench.
Yeah,
those are maybe your guys that kind of sub for everybody, and then I think you have like Max Christie, Lonnie Walker, Troy Brown. Those guys will get like sparing minutes here and there. They'll fill in when guys have the night off, or they'll play like 5 minutes here and there.
Yeah.
But I think for the most part, that's your lineup. You have your starting five, which is, like I said, Russ, Reeves, Rui, LeBron, AD. Boom. Now
I like that starting five.
You have a great starting five. It's well balanced. You have 5 guys that can shoot the ball. You have 5 guys that can play make. You have 5 guys that can go get a bucket.
Yeah.
You have 5 guys that can play defense. Perfect. Got that. Then, like I said, your closing 5, I would just swap Rui for Vanderbilt, only because Vanderbilt has the better foot speed. So he's going to be able to cover more ground, and he gives you the defense that you need to close out.
Yeah.
Right. So now you have your closing lineup, you have your starting lineup, and then you have your in-between lineup. I think Lonnie, Christie, and Troy Brown, I think that they just kind of fill in spots. They're going to be here and there. Here's a moment. There's a moment. And then Davon Reed will kind of be the odd man out. Maybe he plays sparing minutes here and there like Lonnie.
Yeah.
I think that that's likely how it's going. I think we have a legit 10-man rotation. I would love to see Vanderbilt, and I would love to see Mo Bamba, Vanderbilt, and Gabriel on the court together. I think that's going to be a blast.
You're definitely going bigger.
Now you have 3 front court players that can all play really good defense. All 3 players can block shots. All 3 players can guard multiple positions. And I think it would work because Mo Bamba could stretch the floor.
Yeah.
Right. And we've seen Winning Gabriel can knock down a 3 here and there. But Mo Bamba shooting 40% from 3, I think really helps, because you can pull him on offense. You can have him as like the pop man in the mid-range or the 3. And then you have Jared Vanderbilt, who's a great offensive rebounder, with Winning Gabriel, who is another really good offensive rebounder. So now you got 2 great rebounders. You got a stretch big. You have Beasley, who's just an elite shooter, and Dennis Schroeder, who can get into the paint and create plays and get buckets for people. I think that bench lineup is better than some of the starting lineups in the league. I'm serious. Like, I think that bench lineup could beat like a handful of the bottom tier teams.
Yeah.
Like you
Okay.
got a guy in Dennis Schroeder who can defend and kind of give you playmaking and scoring all three levels. I think Dennis Schroeder is a much better sixth man as opposed to starter. So
I
you
thought you were
have
gonna say better than Russ. I was gonna be like, oh no, I don't know about that.
I think as a six man, I think also you get a guy in Beasley who's a lights out shooter. Again, high volume, great percentage. So you get that. So you got your shooting. You have Vanderbilt, who's an elite defender. You have Win and Gabriel, who's a really good defender and hustler player. Vanderbilt and Gabriel hustling on those boards. Good luck. I wouldn't even mind. And this is I wouldn't even Darvin Ham loves to play small ball lineups. Here's a small ball lineup for you. Play Gabriel at the 5, play Vanderbilt at the 4, play Reeves at the 3, play Beasley at the 2, and play Russell at the 1. Now you got basically 3 guys.
That's extremely small. Yeah.
Yes, it is. But you're not going to do this against the Timberwolves.
No, I know. Yeah.
If you're playing the Warriors,
Oh,
run that lineup.
Let them have it. Just let them have it. Like let them go.
You got three guys that are shooting over 40%.
Yeah.
You got Winning Gabriel and Jared Vanderbilt, two of the best offensive rebounding guys in the league. Let them just clean up the scraps. Let them just guard let them just guard all the smaller bigs. And then you have your three guys that can just shoot elite. You got Austin Reeves, Winning Gabriel, and Jared Vanderbilt to defend. You got those three guys that can be great defensive guys. And then Russell and Beasley. Beasley is pretty good in team defense. He's not a very good individual defender, but team defense-wise, he can be. So you have 4 guys that can be very good in the team defense, and then D'Lo. D'Lo is not a very good defender, but he's got good size. So you basically have all of your bases covered. All of them. So I you want to play small ball, that would be my small ball lineup. Sorry, I just got a notification that said the Magic and Patrick Beverley are working on a buyout. So interesting. I still think he goes to Minnesota.
But the thing is, they didn't I don't know. The Patrick situation's kind of interesting because I think he's gonna actually. I think next year he retires. Actually, yeah. Patrick Beverley is probably gonna retire here.
I don't know. I think he's I think he would be a good veteran, and he picked it up the back half of the season for us.
No, he did slowly.
He shot 40. He shot 40% the last month.
Yeah.
It's just he was just so bad in the beginning, so bad.
Yeah.
But in general, I don't know. I really like these lineups. But
question for you, because I already know, it's gonna be a thought maybe in Darvin Ham's mind. How do you feel about AD and oh my gosh, I'm losing my train of thought. Mo Bamba on the court at the same time.
AD and Mo Bamba?
Yeah.
I don't mind it. I don't think you do that lineup a lot, but say we play Minnesota, sure.
Yeah.
But because the problem is that if you
it's an interesting thought, but it's weird. That's why
I think Mo Bamba and AD starting together makes more sense than Thomas Bryant and AD starting together. Although I always wanted to see that.
Yeah.
I did. I wish Darvin Ham would have, because I would have been interested to see that. But I do think last night, I loved seeing AD and Winning Gabriel on the court together. They need to do that more.
Yeah.
Run some of those big lineups.
That's what in the beginning of the season I thought they were going to do that.
Mo Bamba and Davis together. Let's do that.
Yeah.
I think AD and Bamba could do well together. I think that they could work. I think they would work better than Thomas Bryant because Mo Bamba is a shot blocker and a good help defensive big, like AD is. So I think good luck, dude. You want to basically shut down the paint, nobody's scoring. Put AD, Vanderbilt, and Mo Bamba on the court.
Well, that's what I'm saying. We have that ability now.
You know what I would love to see? I would love to see a 5 on the court at some point of D'Lo, Beasley, Vanderbilt, Davis, and Mo Bamba. You got and that lineup. You got 3 elite defenders. You got one good help defender or team defender. You got three if you count Mo Bamba. 40+% 3-point shooters. You have basically the paint completely locked up. You have Vanderbilt and Davis who can guard the perimeter if you need and got size and length. That lineup would be terrifying.
No, it would.
Good luck trying to score on that lineup.
Absolutely. Like you play that against like Milwaukee, you play that against like a team like Denver. I like what he did with all these trades because now you can either go truly small or you can go truly big, or you can just have a mixture of both. Like I really, really like we have options now. Like our lineup has options.
And that's the beauty, right? Because you have so many possibilities of like different lineups. Another lineup that I think could work would be, and I think this would be, I think about this and I'm like, man, good luck trying to score on this. Imagine if you had a starting five of Austin Reeves, or not a starting five, sorry, just a five at some point on the court. Five on the court of Austin Reeves, Max Christie, Jared Vanderbilt, Mo Bamba, and Anthony Davis. How do you score on those guys? You have Max Christie, who might be
Austin Reeves is probably your 1 weak spot. Like weak, and I say weak not with
he's an above average defender.
No, he is. I'm just saying like your weakest spot on the court is probably Austin Reeves. If you're gonna try to attack, it's gonna be at Austin Reeves. Yeah.
But Austin Reeves is already one of our best defenders. You have basically two perimeter guys that can shut it down.
Yeah.
You have two guys in Jared Vanderbilt and Anthony Davis who can guard all five positions. And you have on top of that, you have Mo Bamba who can defend. And you have shooting. Max Christie shooting 40%. Austin Reeves is shooting 40%. Mo Bamba shooting 40%. I mean, that might be our best defensive.
Yeah.
The only problem is just playmaking. But that's why I like Austin Reeves in that, because Austin Reeves can run the point a little bit.
Well, that's where he's
going to
get more developed.
Heavily, but I think that the fact that we can even talk about this shows how much better we are.
Yeah.
We weren't having you couldn't have this conversation a week ago.
I know. We were like 2, 3, 4 weeks ago. We were like, well, see, you can't really do this because we don't really have anybody to fill these roles. That lineup that you just mentioned is like a prime example of something we could do in like a tough spot when we need a stop. We just need a couple really good defensive stops. You know what I mean? Yeah. Absolutely. No.
Well, here, let's get into some of the chat real quick, just so we don't ignore everybody in the chat, because we appreciate you all. And take a quick second, like this video. If you haven't liked this video, please hit that like button. And also subscribe if you haven't subscribed. We got 90 people in this live stream.
Absolutely.
And we're only 27 subscribers away from 3K. 27. So hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, really help us out. If we could get to 3K on this live stream, that would just be chef kiss. So apparently, according to Woj, Bulls are the front runner to sign Russ. It makes sense because that was his old coach, and Bulls need starting point guard since Lonzo got. I think D'Lo makes a lot, or not D'Lo. Sorry, saying D'Lo as Russ a lot.
Yeah.
I do think Westbrook makes a lot of sense with Chicago, and he might be the guy to kind of put that together. I really think he's going to the Clippers. All of the moves, every move that the Clippers made at the trade deadline, all make sense if they get Russell Westbrook. If they don't get Russell Westbrook, none of that makes any sense. Because the one thing they needed, two things they need. The two things that they needed more than anything was a point guard and a backup center. They solved the backup center. Then they traded both of their point guards to get two shooters. That only makes sense if you know Russell Westbrook is coming. Because right now they don't have a point guard.
Yeah.
I mean, not that they really had a point guard to begin with, but I mean, because Reggie Jackson is a better two guard than a point guard, and John Wall is like a poor man's Reggie Jackson. So, they both been terrible. But I do think I hope Russ goes to Chicago, because then we don't have to worry about Russ trying to get revenge. I want Russ to go to the Heat, but Bulls are fine yet.
And we need to clear the misnomer that Russ is never going to start again in his NBA career.
He'll start for the Bulls.
Well, that's what I'm
He would
saying.
start for the Clippers. He'll start for the Bulls. He'd probably start for the Heat too.
I understand where like the notion is coming from, right? Just because the Lakers were able to do it, but understand this: just as many teams are willing to put him on the bench, there's that many teams that need a starting point guard that could play his role. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, look, Russ is going to go to whatever team offers him a starting job. If the Clippers offer, so if Chicago says, hey, we want you here, but we want you to come off the bench, but the Clippers say, hey, we want you to come here, we want you to start, he's going to the Clippers. If it comes down to Chicago or the Clippers and they're both willing to start, then I could see him going to Chicago because of Billy Donovan and his relationship. But
the Clippers make more of a chance, and I feel like he has a chance to win.
I think if he goes to Clippers, he has a chance to win a championship.
No, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, absolutely.
I don't think he wins a championship with the Bulls. Although I think he'd have more of an opportunity with Chicago.
Oh, imagine him. It would be too clashy and clunky, but imagine him with Jimmy Butler on the Bulls.
I think he would be great in Miami.
That would be nice.
I think they would. But so our backup point guard is Dennis. Yes, Dennis Schroeder will be our backup, which is he's in my opinion he's better as a backup. I hope AD has a bounce back game against the Golden State Warriors. I do too. I think we'll be okay. Plus we'll have everybody back. I think we'll be good. The new players haven't played 1 second yet. How can you say you want to sign someone to play in front of them? Shaking my head. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, what?
What are you talking about? You can go by contracts. Who are the best and should get the most minutes, aka start. Contracts don't tell you everything. I mean, Russell Westbrook, if you were going by contract, Russ would have started every game. It's going to be about fit.
I know. Made the most on the Lakers. So
I don't think. Oh, you're talking about Danny. He's talking about the video I made earlier, where look, the Lakers want Danny Green. There's literally reports that came out about them wanting Danny Green. They want to bring Beasley off the bench. So what I said is Danny Green might start. And people are losing their minds because I said that, but it's a reality.
No, it is a reality. And tell me what it makes sense of.
Come off the bench. They want Beasley to come off the bench. So that means Reeves, Lonnie, or Danny Green would start. Darvin Ham loves veterans starting in that shooting guard spot.
Not to mention,
you might not like it, but that's the reality.
Well, not to mention, he's arguably probably, as of late, not necessarily, but he's probably the best shooter in your starting lineup, is he not? From three.
I mean, he's still shooting 38%. So, since he's came back, and this is the other thing, this is the problem. A lot of people don't follow the ins and outs.
He's the best shooter on the team, I think. But
Danny Green, since he's came back, because I do understand the sentiment. He's coming back from an Achilles injury. That's a problem, right? Or ACL, right? Okay, so I understand that. He just got back. But since he's gotten back, he's shooting 38% from three. He's still got a great above average defensive rating, and he's number 45 at his position. Now you might be thinking, oh, he's 45th amongst all shooting guards. That's trash. It's not when you've played 4 games. Imagine what happens when he plays 20 games. He'll probably be in the top 20.
Yeah.
If he continues to play that way. So
in his prime, like I said, he is the best shooting guard you have.
He's a guy that's been there. He's a guy that's hit the shot. He's a guy that's been in the moment. I don't think he's going to go to the Lakers and he's going to play 40 minutes a game, but I wouldn't be surprised if he's in the closing lineup. I wouldn't be surprised if maybe he doesn't start, but I could see Darvin Ham having him closing.
He's too clutch not to.
Not just that, but who would you? And I said this. I said the same thing in the video. Who would you rather have? So say you have Danny Green, you have Beasley, you have Austin Reeves, you have Lonnie Walker, right? Those are your guys. Troy Brown, I guess you could throw in there.
Yeah.
Max Christie. So you got those 6 guys. You're in a game 7 of the NBA Finals. Minute left, tie game. Who would you rather have on the court between those 6 guys and Danny Green?
People who have know Danny Green for what Danny Green is are easily going to say Danny Green because it's just no questions asked.
No, every single person that I've talked to have all said, "Oh, I would trust Reeves. I would trust Brown. I would trust whatever."
Are you serious? That is blasphemy.
Well, here's the thing. And this is
Oh wait,
why this is why
have they actually watched Danny Green play? I'm not trying to be funny.
here's what the consensus I've seen has been.
Oh, I gotta hear this.
Which I think is terrible. I had so many comments from people that were like, "Oh, how did that go when he missed that one shot?
Oh my goodness,
game-winning shot in the 2020, which we won the championship in.
Oh my
How does
goodness.
one shot, which I think is the dumbest thing in the world, how does one shot negate an entire career of hitting clutch shots, game-winning shots, big game-tying shots, all that stuff for the Spurs, the Raptors, and the Lakers that year? So many people are holding on to one missed shot, one, and we were, and it was the shot that we would have swept the Heat. Okay, so we didn't sweep the Heat. We beat them in what was it, 5 or 6? Like boo-hoo, like it. You can't judge one shot on an entire career when the guy has done it a million times. Say that to the Raptors when they were beating everybody, and Danny Green had 3, literally game-saving shots in the same game. Like Spurs, he's done that constantly. Like it's just
I really liked him on the Spurs. On the Spurs was my favorite team that he's played for. Like on the Spurs, he was
great on the Spurs.
He was freaking beast on the Spurs. I loved him on the Spurs. But no, it's like one shot does not. Yeah, exactly. That's oh wow, that's really silly.
It is. It's silly. But anyway, when does Mo Bamba start playing? Yeah, so he still has a 2-game suspension. And that was it. So, or he had a 4-game suspension, but he has 2 games left on that suspension. Sorry. So he has 2 games left on the suspension. So, so he'll miss the Warriors game, and then he'll miss the next game on Monday. Jake with the new cut. Okay, Tyler, it's your turn. You gotta get right. Thanks. I do have a new haircut, but it's in that awkward hair stage. That's why I keep wearing hats rather than letting my hair out.
Yeah, what do you mean? He looks fresh.
It doesn't. It looks stupid because it's in that awkward stage. I need it to grow out a little more. Give me like 2 weeks. Lakers are championship contenders. I think if they can get to the playoffs, I wouldn't be surprised. I'm gonna pressure playing next to Bron, but AD handled it great. Yeah, I think we'll be all right. Terrence Ross would be amazing. We definitely ain't championship contenders. It takes time. I don't know. I mean, you'd be surprised how much they click. Dude, look, in 2018, the Cavs did the exact – they actually gave up more. They actually had more players interchange, and they went to the NBA Finals. So just something to keep in mind.
Question. Really quick, you still want to see Cam on our team? Just really quick.
Cam Reddish?
Yeah. With what we've already done, or do you not – you think the Cam trade would be at this point?
Like if we were to trade for him in the offseason, no. But
the offseason, yeah, because we can't.
He got traded. He got traded to the. He got traded to the Portland Trailblazers. So
okay.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna. Yeah, it was Portland, right? I'm pretty sure it's Portland. Just a thought, but if AD keeps playing the way he's playing, do we stand a chance? Yeah, he'll pick it up. I do think now we have a chance. So apparently Russ is going to the Bulls or the Heat. Which team do you think? He's going to because Bulls. I think he goes to the Bulls over the Heat. I think he'll get more playing time. I think Thomas Bryant was going to get moved regardless. Man gets cooked on defense. Yeah, I can see that. But Devon Reed is only averaging 2.3. Does he really move the needle? He's not a needle mover, but he definitely helps. I'm telling you, he's solid. He's solid. Haircut, oh shoot, everyone's talking about. What trades do we make next summer? It depends on who's available. We'll have to see how things shape up. It's kind of hard to tell right now because who knows? Look, everyone's talking about your cut. Oh, look, got the fresh cut. Look, Jake cut his hair. Celebration in the end. Westbrook hair. The new wing defender we got is actually taller than Kawhi. Yes, he is. He's going to be really good. Tyler's a very positive person. The cup is not just half full with Tyler. It's not. It's full, all the way full. We going. Baker fans 180 gone. Now, Tyler, it's crazy world we live in. Yeah, it's silly. Look, do we need him to play better? Absolutely. But, yeah. Who's our worst defender? In our starting five, D'Lo's probably our worst defender.
Yeah, I was going to say, not too far from it. But, yeah.
That's like Unique said, 52 people. Now we have 120 people. And how many likes do we have? Let's see.
Let's go.
We have 116 people. We only have 42 likes.
Guys, smash that like button. And also hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed.
We are 25 subscribers away from 3K. Can we hit
25,
25 subs? I know there's 20. I know for a fact there's 25 of you watching right now that aren't subscribed. So hit
We
that
can
subscribe button.
see.
Only you can subscribe to the YouTube channel. Terrence Ross would be a great addition to the Lakers on a buyout. He, Troy Brown, Nas Reed at small forward shooting guard position. I would love. I don't think they buy out Nas Reed, but I would love Terrence Ross. Terrence Ross would be awesome. Go get Ross. Can you imagine the final shot with Ross, Beasley, D'Lo, LeBron? Good luck with that one. Oh, I'd love that. Terrence Ross would be amazing. We got haters in the building.
Haters in the
needs
building.
attention.
Hater alert.
Somebody needs attention. Somebody's sad because the Lakers just got back. One thing I don't like Mo Bamba is his mindset. Yeah, but I mean, how much is that is the team he's on? You know what I mean? Starting Bamba, AD, LeBron, Beasley, D'Lo. I wouldn't mind that. Wouldn't mind that at all. Terrence Ross, please. Yeah, I wouldn't mind that. Terrence Ross and Dwayne Dedmon to finish out the roster. Trust me, we are going all the way. I wouldn't mind either of that. AD is not a center. I mean, he's playing center.
Lies, Speed Chaser, lies.
Laker fan for life, 100% agree. Oh, that's the moves were cute, but you're not beating Dallas. Dallas is the jury's still out on Dallas. I still don't think Kyrie and Luka Doncic work.
Not
but we'll
worried.
see.
I'm not
Phoenix,
worried about
Phoenix
it.
has no depth and no defense. They're don't get me wrong. They're going to be tough. They're going to be a tough out. But Kevin Durant, he's not solving all those defensive roles with Phoenix. Memphis, not worried about Memphis. Memphis can't beat anybody in the West. Golden State.
Memphis is show their true colors. Not worried about Memphis.
Golden State, I mean, they're Golden State, so they're going to be tough. You can never count them out. And Denver, we always beat Denver. So
matter of fact, really I'll tell you who the people that I'm worried about the most on there is actually Phoenix. Actually, that would be my number one concern on that list.
AD can't guard. I mean, nobody can guard Giannis apparently. Austin Reeves is trash on defense. Okay, buddy. Sure. It's not the same. We have a different team. Yes. True. Denver doesn't even start a guard lately. What if Kevin Love gets bought out? See, the problem is I love Kevin Love, but he doesn't make any sense. We have like 6 guys that can play power forward or small ball center. Like literally.
He's a decent shooter though.
Yeah, the shooter and D'Lo are not playable together. Of course they are. Absolutely. Why wouldn't they be? I'm not saying that they should play them a lot together, but they are absolutely playable together. AD cannot guard all 5 positions, dude. Vanderbilt, hell yeah. D'Lo, Beasley, LeBron, Vanderbilt. AD got to start. Vanderbilt must start the game to contain players like Kawhi and AD. Anthony Davis has proven numerous times that he can guard all 5 positions. Literally, go look up his defensive stats. He, as the closest defender, him and Giannis are number 1 and number 2. Like, they literally are the top 2 guys at guarding all 5 positions. So, I'd say you're wrong. I'd like to see a D'Lo Reeves and AD Bron Mo lineup. I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind that at time. BZ 6-man, Savannah, Rui, Dennis, TBJ. TBJ has been a sniper for us. I don't see Lonnie playing a lot of minutes anymore. I don't see Lonnie playing a lot of minutes either.
Because I enjoyed watching Lonnie walk around the court.
Vince Lynn Reeves over Beasley, huh? I just, based on everything we've seen or everything that's came out, the Lakers like Beasley off the bench as a shooter off the bench. So if that's true, and Beasley's going to be a shooter off the bench, then who's our starting 2 guard? It's either Reeves, Troy Brown, Max Christie, or Lonnie Walker. So it has to be. Man, either Lonnie or TBJ about to get some DMPs. Hard choice, but Lonnie's defense is so bad. Yeah. I mean, it is tough. Beasley has 15 million reasons why to start. Most bench guys, like most 6 men, make 15 million a year. You always start your big men if you're a real coach. Not necessarily. What if we're playing against the Warriors? You're not starting 2 big men. Pat Beverly should just go to Dallas. They have no backup. Frank Nikita ain't it, bro. He'd been great, and they could use Mark Cuban for up his energy. I think I really think he goes back to Minnesota, though. I think he wants Minnesota. I think Minnesota wants him. Has Terrence Ross been bought out yet? I don't believe so. At least I haven't gotten a notification about it. And I have everything turned on for that. It's so hard to decide if you want to start Malik or not. Dude, average like 4 threes a game. But the reason we are so bad because there's no Brown in the court. Lakers are a -13. They're +6 with him. Need good bench. Yeah, I mean that's why I think, because here's the thing: you're gonna have D'Lo who shoots 40%. If you get Austin Reeves, there's another 40% 3-point shooter. Got Rui, LeBron, and AD. I understand why they want to bring Beasley off the bench, because now you basically have a sharpshooter off the bench.
Yeah.
Next to Dennis Schroeder and stuff like that. Because like if you start all of your shooters, then you're not going to have any shooters when it's time to like run the bench unit.
And we're not so hard up on starters where he needs to like start. You know what I mean? So like we have options.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm with Tyler. Russ is going to the Clippers. Brown promised him an investment spot in his next business to take a trade and blow up the Clippers. I wouldn't be surprised, right? He's doing us a solid. Let's make it happen. But Terrence Ross for the Lakers, I would love Terrence Ross. Gordon is a point guard in reality. He has great handles. Talking about Eric Gordon? Who are you talking about?
Yeah, I was like,
Russ,
Gordon.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, gotta be more specific. There's a lot of Gordons in the league. And that, yeah. Russ, Zach, and DDR. That would be very interesting. Very interesting. I subscribe on this channel. Go Lakers. Thank you so much, Giovanni. I recognize you from my channel. And follow Giovanni's suit. We are 22 subscribers away from 3K. So take a quick second, hit that subscribe button. We're going to power through the rest of these comments and get out of here. We're over an hour. So we do live streams every Monday and Friday. And then Jake here, he posts clips. So if you missed anything, don't worry about it. You'll be able to check out the clips. Just for fun, hypothetical question. Would you trade 2029 first for a 33-23 record if it was possible? Like right now? Like if that's where we're at right now? I mean, do we have the roster we have right now? Yes. If it was to like get Buddy Hield and Miles Turner, no. Yes, he has 2 more games. 2 more games. Rudy Gay, buyout target. I wouldn't be against it. Sizable guy. I mean, he's not what he once was. He's not like Memphis Grizzlies Rudy Gay, but I do think
it would be a nice vet to have on the team.
Yeah, I think he'd be solid. I wouldn't be against it. Like if we got an announcement tomorrow that like Rudy Gay is signing with the Lakers via buyout, I'd be like, all right, bet. Sports Insider, what's going on, Wayne? Good moves by Lakers, but no title win anytime soon. Don't be surprised. I see the future because I live in the future. He does. It's like probably 1 a.m. Saturday where he's at. I see the future. He's in the future. Suns for the title this year or in 2 more years or another disappointment. Dude, I think the Phoenix trade, I don't think that was about this year. I think it was about like next year and the next few years. I really don't think it's about this year, but they better start Beasley. Like I said, Isabel, the problem is you need some shooting off the bench. And if you start all your guys, now you basically like it'd be nice to have Beasley off. I understand why they want Beasley off the bench. I don't mind them if they start him, but it does make sense. Yeah. Suns are soft like bread. Lakers in 5 facts. They have no bench, they have no defense, they have no size, they have nothing. Like we're good. I mean, Kevin Durant has size, but he ain't a real. So he's soft. Danny Green is coming back, 100 years old. He's 35. He's all right. Sydney, Australia represents Gary Payton. Second, welcome back to Golden State. They have to figure that out. That trade might fall through. Yeah, it's looking like that trade was canceled. Lakers or the Warriors have until tomorrow to figure that out, which is very interesting. I want the Lakers to get Reggie. He's clutch during playoff time, makes big shots, also not afraid of the moment. I wouldn't mind Reggie Jackson at all. I think he goes to the Suns. I don't think he's going to go to the Lakers. Dude, the Suns are going to get
another guard.
Yeah, I mean they need players. Period. And here's
no. I'm saying another guard for us. I don't know.
Reggie Jackson, because he's more of like he would be like our Lou Williams. He'd be like he'd come in and just get us buckets off the bench. Like that would be his only job.
He's quick. I like that about him. He's quick. He's pretty quick.
Yeah. So I mean, I wouldn't mind it, but yeah, I think the Phoenix Suns are going to get a lot of guys on the buyout market. A lot of guys. Laker fans already shown green out of LA. If I'm him, I'm not coming back. I mean, we got reports today that said that him and the Lakers are both interested.
Yeah.
I don't think he cares about Laker fans. The dude's making money, hitting shots. You think he cares that Laker fans are talking smack? That's the thing. Like, so many people think that like NBA players are all upset with us. Like, they don't care. Let's see. There's no reason to play Danny Green above Austin Reeves. Absolutely none. Also, he'd behind Beasley and Lonnie, among others. I don't know. Be surprised. Remember, you got Darvin Ham likes his vets. Trying to play for every NBA team, essentially. I mean, he already played for the Lakers once. Let's see what else. I'm not putting Danny Green on the floor in the regular season or the postseason. Y'all not see Austin in clutch moments. Oh no, he's been great in clutch moments, but clutch moments in the 30th game of the NBA season is not the same thing as Game 7 of like an NBA playoffs. That sucks for my Warriors. Yeah, it does. Can Ham coach this team? That's a combo. That's a problem. Yeah, we're gonna find out. He has a real team now, so we'll see.
Yeah.
Did anyone remember how he played for us the last time he was here, and he didn't get better since then? Green is just old and retread. Danny is trash. Like I said, he's not my favorite pick, but I'm telling you, don't be surprised if he ends up being a Laker. And Darvin Ham plays him a lot. Really bad his rotations and lineup. I don't think he'll fix that this year. So I hope he gets next. I don't know. I want to give him a fair chance because look,
it's not like he literally almost has a clean slate now.
Yeah, it's not like he had a real roster. It's not like he had like a great rotation that he could run. Like, it's like, okay, I can start Troy Brown or I can start Patrick Beverly. Like, that's not really like, man, you really have some pickings there. Like,
yeah, no, I mean, I know he had, like I said, but he had rotation issues, like you said, with a messed up lineup.
Oh no, like he's been bad at times. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not saying he's been just absolutely great, but I'm telling you, he's a guy that's that now he has a real rotation. I'm telling you. I can tell our hosts have never seen Malik Beasley play. Sure, buddy. It doesn't matter what you think. Like, are you the head coach or are you just some guy in the chat? Oh, that's right. You're just some guy in the chat. Like, look, is he starting for Utah? Okay. So, like, the whole point is they got him to be a bench shooter off the bench. You might think he's the best player in the NBA. Like, he's not very good defensively. He's like average defensively. He's a great volume shooter, which I said, but you need shooting off the bench. You can't start all of your shooters. You can't, because then you have no shooting on the bench, and our bench is terrible without Russ. Well, now we got guys that can play off the bench. I get that, like, you think you're the expert, but I'm telling you, you're wrong. Will they start Malik at times? Probably. But based on the reports and based on the reason they got Malik is that they want him to be the starter, or they want him to be the shooter off the bench, which he is already. So they want him to just fill that role. Like, God, like, people are funny. Like, look stuff up. Like, if you think I'm just making this stuff up, look it up yourself instead of like leaving ignorant comments. It's hilarious. Terrence Ross, I'm with you. Terrence Ross over Danny Green. I love Terrence Ross. And if Danny Green was some kind of much sought after gem player, why isn't anyone else talking about him? That should tell you lots of teams are. Again, look stuff up. Like, God, man.
Or just go back and like watch film.
Yeah. This is the convo we needed. Can Coach Ham coach the team? I don't know. We're gonna find out. Like I said, we're gonna find out very soon. Mo Bamba is his name. It's a Mohammed Bamba is his name. It's a nickname. Yeah. Talking about Mo Bamba. Russ to the Bulls. He'll thrive. I think he'd be really good with him. I really do. I think he'd be great with him. Do they really have change against Golden State? Talking about the trade? Yes. So the trade very well might fall through entirely. I really do. I think that it's very likely that that's how it goes. Sorry, pulling these up. I don't know why I didn't get notifications for these. Sorry about that. We got some super chats, but I don't know why it didn't alert me. So here, let's go with these. We'll go in order. Samantha, coming in hot dollar super chat. Thank you so much. We really appreciate that.
Thank you.
Thank you very kindly. That was very kind of you. I don't know if you had a comment attached because I don't see it, but if you do have something, I'll try to keep an eye out. Yeah, I don't see anything, but thank you so much. We really appreciate that. And then Sean coming in hot with the $2 super chat. How close is Mo Bamba and Malik Beasley to Hield and Turner? Look, Turner is hands down the better player right now, but Mo Bamba is younger and can develop into a Turner-esque player. Malik Beasley and Hield are pretty comparable. Hield is shooting basically 9 threes per game and knocking down at like what Beasley's shooting at like 40% on 7 8 threes, and then Hield shooting 42%, 43% on 9 threes. So they're pretty comparable. They're not that far off at all. So yeah.
And I would give it maybe 2 or 3 years before they,
Yeah, I mean they're I mean, look, Buddy Hield and Turner are probably the better package as a whole, but Malik and Mo Bamba aren't going to be that far off.
Well, I think their ceiling is actually higher too. So.
Yeah, I mean they're younger. Malik Beasley and Mo Bamba are both younger than Hield and Turner, so that's a big difference too. Can King James and AD win one more chip on the Lakers? I assume Suns will win at least one chip. I don't know if the Suns have to get more talent. They really do. They're not they need depth. They have no talent outside of 4 guys. Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, I don't think they win a championship anytime soon. I think it's going to be a little time, but we'll see how it goes next year. This year, I don't think they win anything, but I could be wrong. Who knows? We'll see. Lakers, absolutely. Look, I don't know about this year, but look, if the Lakers can't win a championship with the roster that they have, with LeBron and AD, the way that they're playing, then I don't know what to tell you. They have more than enough talent. They have more than enough.
So you would agree we don't need anything else. We are set.
I mean, as currently constructed, we're deeper and better than the 2020 team, hands down.
Agreed.
We had no one anywhere close to the skill set that D'Lo is. We had, Dwight Howard and JaVale McGee might be better than Mo Bamba is right now. Yeah. But Mo Bamba also has other skill sets that they didn't. We got Malik Beasley. We had no defender like Jared Vanderbilt. We got the shooters now. I mean, this team is stacked. This team is stacked. If they can't win without this team, I don't know what to tell you. This is a team that they should win with. So yeah. Anyway, thank you so much, Christian. We really appreciate that. Lonnie looks like he will be out of the rotation with the new rotation. Rob should have got rid of him for draft assets. I don't see him resigning. Yeah, probably, but I don't know. That's the question. Did they look at it as did they look at it as hey, sorry, I lost my train of thought. Did they look at it as hey, Lonnie, do you want to stay here? That's what I was going to say. Do you want to stay here? And maybe he was like, yeah, I'll take the 7.7 million. I mean, that's what it comes down to, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm trying to multitask. I'm it got 10 things going on right now. Lakers just traded for Boyan. Just kidding. If only, right? Danny Green isn't bad. Lakers can't win the title this season, be realistic. I don't think so. But look, if they make the playoffs, I don't know. They're going to be tough. They're going to be tough. We got dubs tomorrow, yes, and we got to get that dub.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do.
Is there Lakers winning against Golden State? Yeah. I mean, there's no Steph Curry. We should win that game. What's going on, Samantha? Appreciate you. How are you? Do we go get Kyrie Irving? I could see him coming in the offseason. We'll see. We do need to beat all those teams. Please avoid Kyrie and send him back here to Australia. Get those likes up. Yes, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Yes, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. We would greatly appreciate it. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. We're only 16 subscribers away from 3K.
What?
There's 123 of you. So let's do that. Mo Bamba. I love Mo for fighting the coach's kid. Oh yeah, right. Thanks. Rough him up. Lakers team is much more balanced. Yeah, agreed.
Absolutely.
Lakers have to sign JaVale McGee, another center, teach Mo Bamba, and when AD takes off, they have to waive TBJ, sign Will Barton. I think Will Barton's going to the Suns. That's what it looks like. What do you think? But I wouldn't be against that, Dane Nabbit. I really wouldn't. I wouldn't mind that at all. Lakers just need to put their heads down and hoop at this point. Facts. I'm with you.
Hey, agree. Facts.
They do have a deep bench now. Salute to the chat and the channel. What's going on, FYF Sports? Really appreciate you. Thank you so much. It's funny how people are trolling you. I always have trolls. I'm not worried about it. It comes with it. It comes with territory. Let them troll. It's just engagement. It just helps the channel. They're not really doing anything. Will Barton would be great pickups. He would absolutely. Way better fit than Russ. Absolutely. D'Lo is going to be great. Is there chance we win against Golden State? No Curry for sure. Yeah, we should. We play Golden State like 3 straight games.
Is Curry not playing tomorrow?
Very likely without Curry. No, Curry's out for a couple weeks. So the next 3 games we play against the Warriors shouldn't have Curry. So that should help a lot.
Oh, this is a dub.
For lack of defense, when he's giving up buckets to everyone but his man, he has to deal with the guards getting blown by. Exactly. Like everyone wants Anthony Davis to be like world stopping, like nobody scores, but like he's got to guard 5 players. We're terrible defensively without him. It looks like the fate deciding guy from Leave the Collective. It does, like, right? Like I do. I look very similar. we look a lot alike. Let's see. Now all these bench players, Lakers were starting, can go back to the originals. That's what's huge too. A lot of guys now get to fall back into place.
Except for Reeves. I think Reeves he's just elevated his play. So he's more likely going to be starting.
I don't think Utah buys him out. They want him to play. I mean, everything says that they're going to buy him out. So, D'Lo, Lonnie, Reeves, LBJ, AD, Bamba should be in the lineup. Yeah. And Lakers will win against Golden State. I think so too. If we didn't have Dennis the Menace, I'd love us to pick up Reggie Jackson. He torched us every time with the Clippers. Yeah, dude, he'd be a solid pickup. Let's see. Awkward Golden State Warriors. If Durant is soft, your guy Davis is Terry Clough. You realize that like Durant has played less games than Anthony Davis the last few years, right? Why go to the buyout market when we have J Huff? J Huff ain't ready. I love J Huff, but he's not NBA ready. He's not. Fate, do you only do streams with guys named Jake? That's what it feels like, right? I got a couple Jakes. Maybe Reggie goes to the Suns. I think a lot of guys are going to go to the Suns. I really do. Lakers can use another wing, absolutely, but I don't think there's going to be a ton of those on the buyout market. Terrence Ross or Will Barton is not bad. I agree. I think our 15th spot should be a veteran presence type player. Buyout someone like Love, Danny Green. I really want them to go veteran route. I really do. Shoot 39% from 3. Yes, he's going to be great for us.
Christian super chat.
Oh, we did another one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I'm not getting I don't know why it's not popping up.
I got you. I got you, bro.
Thank you, I appreciate it. Yeah, keep an eye on it for me, please. Thank you.
For sure.
If the Lakers, first off, Christian, thank you so much. We really appreciate that.
Thank you.
Yeah, sorry about that. I don't know why. Usually I get it alerts me, and it's not. But nonetheless, thank you so much. If the Lakers make the playoffs, can you guys do a quick round by round win lose Jake Dodger jacket? Yeah, why not? We that'd be fun to do a live stream. Kind of like go through the matchups. I mean, I want to do like it'd be fun to just like break down who we think wins and loses regardless, right?
Yeah,
like, I think that would be cool. Like just kind of do like a game by game, match by match, like kind of breakdown.
Yeah, that would be fun. That would be heck yeah.
That'd be a lot of fun. Yeah, definitely, Christian. We definitely could do that. Thank you for the suggestion. I should even do it. I should even do that on my channel. Maybe we'll all like have like something here, and then we'll do something like that on my thing. Thank you, Christian. You're awesome. Jake Dodger jacket is great. I would start Beasley over Reeves, but Either way, you can't go wrong with it. Yeah, look, I originally said, like, so if you go back and look at like the videos when we traded for everybody,
Yeah.
I said that I thought the starting five should and would be Russell, Beasley, Rui, LeBron, and AD. That's what I thought it would be. But like I said, we've gotten reports, we've gotten everything that all say they want Beasley to come off the bench and be a shooter off the bench, which again makes a lot of sense. And I completely understand the logic. I completely understand it. I know a lot of people want him to start, and maybe they do in spots, maybe they do in games.
Yeah.
But the reality is that that's not what they want. I get it. Imagine him coming off the bench, giving that added scoring punch with Dennis, maybe Rui and Mo or winning. Him coming off the bench, it's great. That's what I'm saying, Scoop. Like that, I completely get why the Lakers want to bring him off the bench. You need some shooting off the bench, some shooting.
And not to mention, you've been grooming like AR, you've been grooming him for this for a minute now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just like you don't.
And
really...
AR's proved it. He's earned it this season. Like,
oh, he
it
really
doesn't
has.
hurt. It doesn't hurt to bring Beasley off the bench. Like he's still gonna get his playing time.
Yeah.
Like D'Lo, Reeves, Rui, LeBron, AD, bench, Schroeder, Beasley, Brown, Vanderbilt, Bamba. I wouldn't mind that either.
That's sweet.
When have I ever said that they're going to the? I've never once said like, oh, that's it, they're going to the finals. I said I like my chances. There's a difference. We don't have Clarkson or Sexton ahead of Beasley. Yeah, but we do have like Austin Reeves and guys like that ahead of them. Or they could start Dennis. They could keep Dennis Schroeder in the lineup and go not Jordan Clarkson. Sorry, I'm reading. They could go D'Lo as it. Look, again, it doesn't matter what you think should happen. It matters what they're going to do. You know, like you might think that they should start, Dennis Schroeder, Beasley, Lonnie Walker. Like it doesn't matter what you think. It matters what they do. That's the thing that like everyone thinks that they're a coach. Like it doesn't matter what you think they're going to do. It's what they do. Maybe they do. Maybe you're right. You may be 100% correct. Maybe they do start Beasley. But everything that they say, like I said, look it up. They want to start Beasley or not start Beasley. They want to bring Beasley off the bench. Like if you think they shouldn't, go to the Lakers organization and ask if you can be the head coach. I don't know what to tell you. You're arguing with me like I make the decisions. Like, I'm a guy on YouTube. Like I can't just call Rob Pelinka and be like, hey, have Darvin Ham do that. How do you think Cam Reddish will do? I guess it's hilarious, dude. But it's not just like pale. Like I get so many people that are like, what? And I'm like, what do you think? You think I have the power to tell? Like, what do you think is going on? Like, I'm just telling you what they're saying. Like, I can't tell them, no, you're wrong. Like, that's stupid. Like, how do you think Cam Reddish will do tonight starting for the Blazers? I think he's going to be really good for the Blazers because I think the Blazers are going to give him an opportunity.
I'm happy for Cam.
I really do. Sorry, it was only $1. Oh, please, Samantha, please. Look, whether it's $1, a cent, whatever. I mean, just you subscribing and sharing and liking the video and stuff.
We
that's
appreciate
more than
it.
enough. Please.
Thank you.
No, don't ever feel bad for $1. Look,
we definitely
whether you don't even have to give us anything.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, got to support you and my brother-in-law. Like I said, please don't. No, we're believe me, we don't do this for the super chats. I mean, it's thankful, we appreciate them, but we do it to connect and have these conversations. Suns lost a lot of defense. They did. They lost a lot of defense. Let's see. What happens when Suns shot is off? That's exactly my point. This Laker team is better than the 2020. Does that mean that they will? Does that mean that they'll mesh and everything will work? No. Chemistry is a thing, all of that stuff. But we didn't have a D'Lo.
Yeah.
People forget our third leading scorer on the 2020 team was KCP. Do you really think KCP is better than D'Angelo Russell? Like, get off Kyrie's and that's my guy. Yeah, facts. He's not talking to us. Talking about when it comes. They will start Rui, but I think he'd be better off the bench, the main scorer, and Vanderbilt and Beasley in the starting lineup. So, that's why I was saying, I think you start Rui, and then Vanderbilt is the closing lineup because you want that defense. So I think it makes sense to have Rui because Rui's the better scorer. So you come out, you start firing, guys clicking. If you have like LeBron's having an off night or something like that, you have Rui to supplement that. You're off to the races. You gain the lead. Hopefully, you have a lead going into the fourth. You put in Vanderbilt and you let him go to work and put the clamps on people. Yeah. Vanderbilt can really defend. Vanderbilt, besides AD, Vanderbilt is our best defender by far. I mean, by far. And I'm telling you, watch how good he is with the Lakers. That guy's going to be everywhere. I'm so excited for tomorrow's game. I honestly feel like the beginning of the season, first game. Dude, I'm with you 10,000%.
Honestly, I wish Steph was playing because I just want to get a full run with Golden State to see how we match up. You know what I mean? I wish they had their full squad, but
yeah. I googled Danny Green, my friend. There are other teams rumored to be interested. My bad. No, it's fine. Free spirit. Like I'm not I promise you, I'm not trying to be like, oh, but I'm telling it's just I just get so many comments from people that think I'm just making stuff up or and I'm just look, take a second to Google it. I appreciate you acknowledging it. I appreciate you owning up to it. No problems. Like I said, it doesn't bother me that much. I don't care. We're all here having a conversation. But my thing is people are arguing with me over it. And I'm look, if you think I'm wrong, look it up. I'm not just pulling stuff out of my hat. This is stuff that is out there. Just take a second to look it up. That's my problem. This is legit turned into my favorite channel. I'm glad you love it. I'm serious. I'm glad you love it.
Thank you, Sean.
He's a wing defender, yes. This team is more talented than 2020. Only problem is AD has regressed. That's it. Kind of feels that.
He has help. He has more help, so it's okay.
He does. Yeah. I mean, we'll also playoff AD. Yeah. Maybe we get a better playoff AD. Lonnie was balling yesterday. I agree. I still wouldn't get him though. I get it. Like I said, I'm not against us not getting him. I'm just saying, don't be shocked if the Lakers land him and Darvin Ham starts him. Why didn't go get Rose or Ross? Is it Terrence Ross? Is that what you meant? Because why trade for a guy that you can get on the buyout? That's the thing. Why trade for a guy you get for free? Jake, your hair was dope, man. Why'd you cut it?
It just got messy, and I was like, I just need to go back, and I couldn't wash it. It just it's just changed.
I feel that. Just change. As long as the Clippers don't ever win a chip, I'm with you. When they move, they can take the Clippers curse with them to the new building. Facts. I'm with you. If the Lakers win tomorrow, they go on a 13-game win streak. I think we go on a run. I really do. I missed the trade deadline vids. I feel it. A lot of people do. Don't worry. We're gonna have don't get me wrong. I'll have regular videos. We'll have regular discussions. We'll be back in the offseason. It was fun. It was good. Don't worry, they'll be back eventually. Build the chemistry for next year. Yeah, that's how I look at it. Worst case scenario. Yeah. Got the rest of this season. You got a full off season. You got a full training camp, and you got a full preseason. We'll be all right.
But tell me he didn't give us a fighting chance for this year, though, right?
Absolutely have a fighting
I'm not worried about the new trades that just happened. I'm still focused on Boston. Boston still looks scary to me. Right? Yeah. I'm not these Durant and Chris Paul. I'm not worried about that. That to me was just I don't know. That looks like the Kyrie and Luka trade to me. Yeah. It looks like the same thing. I'm not worried about
it. It was good. If you're not getting trolled, you're not doing something right. Oh no, absolutely. Look, I love it. Like I say all the time.
Thank you, Gary.
Gary
I got troll
hang on. So you don't know Gary. Gary loves to troll me too. Gary is a troll. Sometimes he has good conversations, but he likes to try to push buttons sometimes. But look, I love it. I don't mind it. People think oh, I'm gonna get this guy. You don't. All you're doing is just giving me engagement and helping. The only reason I respond to the trolls most of the time is because they almost always respond back, and it's free engagement, and it's fun. I love just shooting shots back. I love.
I got trolled yesterday so much.
I genuinely love a good troll. I love when somebody methodically has something good. Everybody's you get the trolls that are you're stupid or clickbait, you're dumb, blah, blah, blah. That's just stupid. That's just you're just obnoxious, right? But every once in a while you'll get that good troll comment where you're this is great. I love those comments. Nothing I love if you're gonna troll, take pride in your work, please.
Facts.
If you're gonna troll, at least be a troll connoisseur. Don't just troll and just look like an idiot. like I can't tell you how many people just say stuff just to look.
I feel like you're
stupid.
challenging so many of them out there right now.
Yeah,
They're like,
they're like, okay, watch,
they're like,
yeah,
challenge accepted.
look, I love a good troll. I just don't understand why people purposely like, and I like. You'd be
Well, you,
surprised how many comments I get of people that just like will purposely say dumb stuff,
I
and
got
like,
some the other day, and just you can just tell like
it drives
they're
me.
just trying to bait. And I'm
Well,
just like,
or I think, or like it drives me crazy, like when people like leave a comment and like you clear, like they'll be like, "Oh, you just like making this like." All you had to do was watch 15 seconds of the video, and you would have saw where I got it for. Like, it's just that I don't understand. Like,
yeah,
why comment before you watched what you're commenting on? Like, I would
facts.
never go and assume I know what is going on. Like, and it's just my whole thing is like, just because you didn't hear something doesn't mean it didn't happen. Like, you know what I mean? Like so many people be like, I never heard that. It's like, okay, so are you spending all day long looking stuff up and tapped in and have alerts and all this stuff? No? Well, I am because this is my job. Like this it's the whole point. Like, like it's just different. Um, let's see. Lonnie is insurance for Austin Reeve. If he wants too much money, maybe it'll Lonnie 7.5. I look. My guess is that Lonnie said he'd stick around for 7.7 million. But here's the thing: depending on what it is, like depending on like what his role is, I wouldn't be surprised if he ends up opting out.
Yeah,
Just thought. Jazz said they told Russ he can have a buyout or play, but if he wants to play, they will the younger guys more. Yeah, I could see that. I imagine he wants a buyout. I hope not, but don't count out John Wall for the buyout. Oh, I hope they don't. He's a worse Russ. He is a clutch client. That's true. Another thing, Lakers got Beasley in case Reeves wants too much money. Yeah. Let's see, Jake. You was good with your hair, and now you got a peanut head. JK, all jokes. That's great.
that's funny.
I love when as clickbait his videos, titles of his videos. Yeah. Look, every channel has some. The whole point is for you to click on it, right? I would have gave a first for Lonnie for Cam Johnson, man. Oh man, I would have loved Cam Johnson, but yeah, I don't see that. Seeing Reeves ball out yesterday had me second guessing Beasley starting. That's what look. I'm telling you, I think that they start AR. I really do. Plus, AR is really good next to LeBron James. Like they are really good together. Would you start Vanderbilt or Rui? I'd probably start Rui and then close with Vanderbilt. So you have Rui starting just for the offense because you're trying to get the game flowing. You're trying to build the lead.
Yeah.
You run Rui, and then the idea is you get the lead and then you use them to close. Cam Reddish shooting 60% from the field so far. I feel like he's going to be a W for the dude. He's going to be huge for the Blazers. Was third or not? Kuzma was third or not? No. Our leading scorer throughout that entire season was KCP. Kuzma had stretches, but like if you look at overall, like KCP was our third leading scorer, especially throughout the playoffs. He was our third leading scorer. I don't think D'Lo, dude. I think people sleep on D'Lo so much.
I would agree with you. I really would, and he's really improved his game though. Like, you know what I mean?
He's great. Yeah. What's your starting lineup? Me personally, I probably go with what the projected lineup is, which is I don't mind. Like the more I think about it, the more I like Reeves. So I'd go Russ, Reeves, Rui, LeBron, AD, and then like I said, you have the same four. You just swap Rui with Vanderbilt.
I really like that lineup.
Yeah. Career 38% 3-point shooter. Malik Beasley is the cleanest fit. Oh, facts. Oh no, he's a great, absolutely great fit. Don't get me wrong. And he's shooting like 7 or 8 threes. He's shooting 7 or 8 threes a game, making like 4 of them.
Oh, we got a super chat really quick.
We did? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not getting any notifications on here. Let me finish this. His decisiveness to shoot or drive will be a welcome addition to the Lakers supporting cast. His 8.6 3-point 10th per game ranked 10th in the NBA. Okay, so he's even shooting more than I thought. Yeah, I'm with you. I am with you 100%, Pelfa. Without a doubt. I really appreciate the super chat, but I do not speak Spanish.
I just did a translation. I'm just gonna go for it.
Oh, is it letting you translate? It's not letting me translate on mine.
Well, no. I translated on Google.
Well, that's super reliable, but sure. What does it say?
I
Let's
have
see what it
ice
says.
in I have ice in my veins. Which, hey, if you do, awesome. I love it.
If my girl was here, she could translate that, but she's not. She's at work, so
Yeah, it says I have ice in my veins, which is cool. I
is that
mean,
what? That
yeah.
makes sense because I know some like I just didn't know what the first two words meant. So I got ice in my veins. Yeah, D'Lo. It's a D'Lo reference. That's what it is.
Yeah.
D'Lo has the ice in his veins. Look, I've said it. I've said it on my own channel. I said it earlier here on this channel. D'Lo, his ability to close games, his ability to close out, his ability to attack on all three levels. Pale Fox, thank you. I appreciate it. He said he confirmed that it says I have ice
Okay,
in my
okay,
veins.
gotcha. It was a quote from
Thank you so
D.
much.
Okay, got it.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a D'Lo reference. Yeah, as soon as you said ice in my veins, I knew exactly what it meant. I just didn't want to guess. I knew, like I said, I knew what the last three. I just didn't know what the first two were. Muy poquito, muy poquito. But yeah, no, look. I think D'Lo is going to be great. Guy that could attack at all three levels. Guy who's averaged 17 point a game, even as a third option. In most cases, the fourth option.
Yeah.
It's a guy that takes the pressure off of LeBron. He can play on the ball. He can play off the ball. He can do so many things. Like he's going to be hugely impactful. And he gives us a closer, which is huge because we need a closer. That's one thing we don't have is a closer. So
and his game has matured so much from the last time we've seen him on the roster. It's nice.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. So yeah, so I think he's going to be huge for us. But again, thank you so much. We really appreciate that. Thank you for the super chat. Let's see. Where were we? We were. Yeah, the decisiveness. Here we go. This is where we're at. Looks like a lot of people want Terrence Ross. I hope he picks Lakers. I do too. I would love Terrence Ross. Lonnie Walker IV has found success with the Lakers for a very reasons. Beasley is much better perimeter shooter. Yeah, dude, he's gonna be great. He's gonna be great. Of course, you could troll me all you want as long as they're creative trolls. Like just saying dumb stuff is just dumb stuff. Like I said, I appreciate a good troll. You better Danny Green and John Wall. I'd rather have Danny Green than John Wall.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Danny Green and JaVale McGee to finish off the roster would be awesome. A lot of championship experience, you know the role. Yeah, absolutely. It's not look, BS is not facts. Again, just because you don't believe it's facts doesn't mean you're right. Go look it up. Facts over feelings, man. Facts over feelings. You could feel whatever way you want. That doesn't mean your feelings are correct. And it doesn't mean people care. So keep that in mind. They can play three shooters, such as Russell Beasley and Walker around James Davis for spacing. That they absolutely can. See, that was the problem with the small ball lineup, like the three-guard lineup. None of them could shoot. Like at least now, if Darvin Ham does play the three-guard lineups, at least they can shoot. That's the big difference.
None of them were able to shoot, and their defense was lacking. So it just yeah.
They can size up Vanderbilt or Hachimura next to Davis, or go multiple ball handlers, Russell shooter in the backcourt. Yeah. When James sits, Russell can run the offense, spacing, pairing Russell and Davis in these minutes, can give bench and clear identity. Yeah. I am picking up what you putting down, pal. Russell can also run pick and pop with Bamba and have Gabriel roll to the basket. Yes. Darvin Ham has more than 20 games to find the best lineup combinations. I agree. Give an example of a good troll, not a person, but an example. There was a good one the other day. The problem is I don't really like I read the comments, move on. You gotta understand, I respond to every comment on As It Stands Lakers.
Yeah.
So literally, like you're talking hundreds of comments. But they had a comment the other day that was like it like asked a question. I don't remember what the question was, but like it baited me into it, and I answered the question, and like it was clearly a setup question. And like looking back, I was like, damn. And like the response was clever. But it wasn't like something like, it wasn't like a D's nuts thing. It was like, oh, what do you think about this, and this? And I was like, oh, like that's this. Then it just like again, it's just creativity. Not just like, oh, like you're stupid. Like, like actual thought. D'Lo will have a hero story. Westbrook should have had. Westbrook never embraced LA, even though he's from LA. I'm telling you, D'Lo is going to have a huge, huge, significant impact. I'm telling you, he's going to have a huge
No,
significant impact.
I agree. Well, we got to give. I agree with you, Christian, and thank you for the super chat.
Yeah, thank you.
I see. I agree with you. Like D'Lo's gonna have a really nice like LA story, especially with him coming back and everything. And we got to give Westbrook his credit though. I think he did the best for what he had. You know what I mean? They put him in a 6-man role that he's never had to do before, and he didn't want to embrace
I mean,
it.
he did everything that they asked of him.
Well, that's what I'm saying. He
You know
came
what I mean?
in and like how
he
that's
wasn't perfect.
hard.
It should have never been a thing to begin with.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, it happened. Look, what's done is done. What's gone is gone. I hope he goes to the Bulls or something, so I can keep.
Are you sad though? Just a little bit.
No.
I'm excited for the future.
I've had a lot of people ask me that because they're like, "Oh man, you must be sad that Russ left," and I'm like, me defending Russ doesn't mean that like I'm delusional. Like it's just putting things in perspective. Like Russ, like so many people acted like Russ was the sole reason we were terrible. Like not everything is on one person. Like not every loss is on Russ. Like his salary, all that stuff. Like he didn't choose it. They offered him that. He signed it. He didn't force the Lakers to trade for him. Like all of those things. But look, I've said time and time again, if you find a deal that makes sense, trade him. And we found a deal that made sense, so they traded him. Like I said, if you can find something that makes sense, do it. He just he had a run. It was good while it lasted. It just didn't work out. Sometimes things don't work out. I hope he goes to like the Bulls so I could cheer for him still.
Yeah.
But I mean, if he goes to the Clippers and that's it, he's dead to me. I'm sorry, can't do it. If he goes to the Celtics or the Clippers, that's it. I ain't rooting for him. But if he goes to the Bulls, cool. I'm with you. I was Chapo sending super chats on YouTube. He's got utilities. This summer is Kyrie still an option? Absolutely. They could absolutely go get him. I mean, there's several ways they could do it. They could renounce guys and just sign them outright, or very likely it'd be a sign and trade. That would be my guess. I think Reed guy, if he gets any kind of minutes, will be a surprise. I do too. I mean, he's solid defensively. Good he's a good 3-and-D player. He's got some size. Also, you have 2 6'4" guys for small ball now. Yes, true. Which is good, better than 2 6-foot guys. Yeah. I think people forget D'Lo can drop 30 on any given night, shoot 40%, some percent from 3. Yeah, exactly. He's going to be great. Like I'm telling you, people are sleeping on D'Lo. D'Lo's going to have the biggest impact out of everybody. Kevin Love is available for Lakers. The problem with Kevin Love is we just have so many guys that can play the 4 or small ball 5. Let's see. Lakers got more D size on any team. No. Yeah. Hey, pause. But nonetheless, they do. They really do. They got tons of D. D coming everywhere. Pause. But Russ did have best not for being able to shoot. You're right. Yeah. Look, he did what he could. It didn't work out. It happens. Like I said. Fine with Phoenix, Suns, J.R. Smith staying with Phoenix. J.R. Smith's going to Suns. Honestly, I would like Westbrook to go to the Clippers. I feel like he would make them worse. Hey,
watch him go to the Clippers and just ball out though.
That's exactly what I think is going to happen. Exactly what I think is going to happen. Beast Benny, thank you so much. And yes, hit that subscribe button before we sign out of here. We're going to sign out of here in a moment. We're only 13 subs away from 3K. 13. 1-3. 1-3. I think Gabriel and Vanderbilt are going to be good together. I can see those two becoming best friends and pushing each other to be better. I think so, too. I think he's going to be great. He got more teams. Great. Pause. If Westbrook signs with the Clippers, he will go down as the most evil former Laker of all time. I think so, too. They're going to hate him. So I'm not familiar with D'Lo. D, is he good at that end of the floor? Defensively, no, he's not very good defensively.
No.
But we have more than enough now to make up for his lack of defense, and his impact on what he's going to do on the offensive end is going to be more than enough to make up for his defense.
Absolutely.
Do you like the D low or D high? Pause. But first off, no, I'll take the D anyway. Somebody's gonna clip that. Facts.
Yeah, somebody's gonna clip that for sure.
How many teams do we have? Do we need to stumble? So we look. Very likely Utah, and OKC are going to take steps back. They made a couple moves to kind of like take a step back. So that's good. I think we're better than Portland. So I think we at least get into like the 10th seed. You know,
I'm hoping the Mavs stumble. Like, I'm a Kyrie fan. But
they might.
I hope the Mavs stumble. I really do.
You did. Pause, bro. Pause. Without a doubt. Pause. Like, hey, look, I said no homo. So, Russ thrives when he has shooters around him. I feel like him and KD were good together, even though they haven't won a ring. Yeah. Look, they had good chemistry. They had good moments. It was fun while it lasted. But hey, shit happens. Nonetheless, we done. But anyway, Jake, any parting words before we get on out of here?
Fresh start, new lineup, new perspective, and these.
Talk about your hair. You talk about the game,
right? No pun intended.
Fresh lineup, new paper, new cut. Like,
no. I think Darvin. I think this is Darvin's like second like half of the season. Now he has like another complete lineup to work with. I see us a guaranteed lock for playoffs. I'm not gonna throw anything out there yet, but I'm gonna put us in playoffs, and we're gonna see what happens. I mean, hey.
Look, new year, new Jake. Look at him. He's like you like every gym believer there is. This year I'm going to the gym, lose weight. Like, wait, sit down. But anyway, we appreciate all of you so very much. Again, on your way out, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. We're only 13 subs away from 3K. That would be absolutely amazing. We appreciate all of you being in this live stream, hanging out with us, and just having a good time. Nonetheless, look, we're here. We're happy. We're going big. As long as the Lakers turn it around, that's the key, right?
Absolutely.
We got a lot of ground to make up, and right. I don't know if we'll make it up this year. I really don't. I hope so, but look, don't get your hopes up too much. It's very possible that we don't, but you never know. You never know. I think we have a real opportunity. We may be able to pick it up, but we'll see. Nonetheless, I just put in the chat also my own personal channel, As It Stands Lakers. Go subscribe to that one if you're not. I know most, if not all of you are. Jake doesn't have his own channel yet, so we got to work on that at some point. Nonetheless, maybe now that he's got a new cut and he's
right.
Maybe all of a sudden, maybe we'll get a new one. But nonetheless, again, we appreciate you all so very much. Thanks for hanging out with us, and we will see you all in the next one. Peace.